It's 7:27 p.m. I'm sitting in the kitchen as always. I find that I'm always filming in the kitchen. Anyway, I've been writing some things down. I've been doing some thinking. I need to up my game and film a little bit more. I feel like I'm getting better every day. The thing is that it feels so pressuring to me in a way because I've been wanting to do YouTube for so long, and I know it's not a unique case and I know I'm not special in any way, but I just want to say that I've been watching booktube since I was 15. Booktube is actually a big reason why I started reading in the first place, and ever since I started watching booktube, which I watched Sasha Alsberg a lot. I remember that. Ever since I started watching booktube, I started getting really excited. I guess this is why I feel so much pressure, because I'm finally doing it. And the thing is, it feels really weird to me to look right into the lens. You know, it feels like I'm not talking to anyone, at least when I'm looking at myself. Right now, I'm looking at myself. At least I see a person that I can talk to. I don't know, I'm looking in my own eyes, even though it's me, even if I'm talking to myself and I know that I'm talking to myself, it feels much more natural to me than looking into the lens. But I know that when I watch creators, I want them to look at me. I want them to look into the lens. I want to see their eyes. I don't want to feel like they're looking at themselves. I have to say, I'm starting to understand. I'm starting to understand the struggle. I've been filming myself ever since I was a little kid, ever since I got my first phone that had a camera. I used to be so excited about waking up in the morning, pulling out my phone, and starting to film my day. Specifically, I remember this moment when I was watching Victorious. I recorded myself singing a song. I don't know which song it was. Another thing that I was doing when I found out that you could edit videos, I used to dress up and then do cuts between the outfits. I thought it was magic. I thought I was doing something so cool. I feel as if I'm finally combining the things that I actually love doing the most: editing and reading. Well, reading is the first one, but actually filming and editing were the first two things that really sparked a lot of joy in me. So I'm combining filming, editing, reading, talking in front of the camera, everything. I'm combining them into this beautiful thing that I want to create, or whatever. Maybe it's not beautiful necessarily. It should be for me. I feel like I should strive for it to be beautiful, to say things that people can actually relate to, because my favorite creators are the ones that don't give a fuck about how they look in front of the camera, how they speak, what they say about the books that they're reading. They don't give a shit, you know? They just tell you whatever the fuck is on their mind, what they didn't like, what they loved, without thinking of what other people will say. I think especially as a beginner, I guess, it's kind of hard to stick to your values in a way. And then you think about the fact, well, anything that you see can be a catalyst to you comparing yourself to other people that you've never even met. And I think it happens so much because I postpone this. I postpone talking to you. I want to draw inspiration from all these different creators. That actually turns out to be a bad idea when I realize that I'm just starting to compare myself to them a lot. I think it just comes down to procrastination at the end of the day. Yeah, that's what's been on my mind lately. Can I just say, these jumpers, or whatever they are, I love them. They make me feel so chic. Spider-Man. This is what we're reading. The Landlady, out of this whole collection of stories. And today we're going to Lidl, then we're gonna go to the mall. We're gonna go see one battle after another. So it's gonna be a fun October 1st. Started off right. I'm reading and I realized something. Basically, every Dostoevsky story that I've ever read has one thing in common. Every Dostoevsky story that I've ever read have
one thing in common. Yeah, that's grammatically correct. I just read the first 3 pages and I realized Dostoevsky is so good at making us feel from the start of the book as if we know this character already. In those first 10 pages maybe, he takes his time to go deep into the main character's thoughts, to let us know their passions, their way of life, how they live, what they eat, where they live. And I feel like that is so important to actually get connected to a character or to anyone in particular. I was always the kind of girl or the kind of person that in my friend group, I would always ask them, so what did you eat today? So like, what did you do since you woke up? And those questions, I'm not gonna lie, they became a little bit obnoxious for other people, but I was always interested. I love it when authors give us a little peep into their characters' lives like that. I do. I love it. I haven't read anything in a week, I think, after The Bluest Eye. And I gotta say, I got into a bit of a reading slump. Okay, I felt it in myself. There was something that wasn't going right because I wasn't excited about starting a book anymore. And I realized, and I knew this from before, god damn, I knew. You just have to read, that's just the first, 20 pages until you actually get excited to pick the book up again because you want to know what happens. But right after you finish a book, okay, and then you take a week break, and then you feel a reading slump. You feel a reading slump emerging. That's what you can do. Listen, okay, you don't feel like reading, that's fine. Take some time off from reading if that's what you'd like. But if you really want to read but don't feel like reading, allocate some time to yourself. Allocate yourself an hour of doing nothing but just reading the first 20 pages of the next book. But you also got to choose a good book. Yeah, that's what happened to me now. Didn't read for a week and I didn't feel the need to read this morning. I wasn't super excited, but I just read a little bit and now I'm very excited. Now I'm very excited to see what Ordinov is gonna do. I'm already into the story. I'm involved.
I think it loves.
Yeah, it's really cute.
Came back from Little. I got some fluffy socks. Come on. Reading with these socks on? Nothing like it. There's nothing like it. Mm-mm. So in this book, the main character has a really good friend. He meets him accidentally at the perfect time, somehow, exactly when he kind of needs him most. This reminds me so much of Damien by Hermann Hesse, which is such a great book. And in there also, you get this beautiful view and perspective of friendship, and it is very powerful and, how can I put this, essential to the whole idea of the book. These accidental meetings, these perfectly timed encounters with a long lost friend. It is so good. It's so good. I only have 2 pages left. And all I can say is, what the fuck did I just read? And also, a very good book for Halloween, I would say. Okay, I just finished. Strange? Gave me a really weird feeling. Now, I think for the next hour, I'm gonna be a little off. Pick up The Landlady if you want to feel weird. No cutting board. We make do with what we can. Also, my boyfriend got me this kombucha with rhubarb and mate tea, and it tastes like stale beer, but I'm still gonna drink it.
Did you film while I was...
I'm filming without my mic because it's in the other room and I don't feel like going to get it. I bought some black currants, or black currants. Right, they're actually red, which I used to eat these a lot as a kid. My grandmother used to grow them in her yard. It was growing in the front yard and in the backyard, and I used to have these a lot. I haven't had red currants in years, in probably a decade. That's just a little bit sour. I smoked a little bit too much today, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't have a good day. I'm trying to change that. So I think, because I found that oil yesterday that I showed you for my hair, I'm gonna cut my hair. Should I cut it? I should. I actually should cut it because it's not that healthy anymore. So I should cut it. And I'm also excited about Death by Julian. I read one book of his, but it was fiction. This one is non-fiction. I also want to make pumpkin pie. I want to make pumpkin pie today, okay? I haven't had anything pumpkin spice yet. I am obsessed with pumpkin pie. I'm obsessed with making pies in general, and I wish people would be more passionate about pies. Ooh, I should also show you everything we got from the mall yesterday. There's one missing. We bought these powder soups, which you can make really fast, and I think they're great with a piece of toast. Lentil. I'm gonna horizontally flip this clip because I think I look really weird if I don't flip it, so you're not gonna see what it says on them. But we had lentil, chickpea, and 2 potato. This I already showed you. I heard great things about this. Now, I'm not sure. I'm gonna give feedback. My favorite floss. Then I got something that I've been wanting to get for a while. It's a pimple tool. It has this end and this end. Did I say pimple? I'm gonna use this for blackheads. I found myself going to the thrift store so often lately and buying pieces of clothing that are kind of ripped. I realized I really need this. If you watched my last vlog, you know that we don't have a cutting board anymore. We had to throw it out. So we got a cutting board. Oh my goodness, I can use it for the pie today. Look, you can see yourself. Big plates. They look like this, very simple and cheap. Again, they're gonna be perfect for pizza. I can't wait to make pizza again. And cut it with this. And just a happy gal. Just a, you know, happy days. Happy days. That's pretty much everything that we got. This is the very short book. I know, I'm on a short book roll. It has about 100 pages. I guess I'll be seeing you with my new hair. Take a good look. This is gonna be gone. What in the world is this? I'm thinking maybe I should actually go get it cut. But what else will they cut out of my hair? I wonder. Maybe, listen, maybe if I just do this all the time, right? Does this look that bad? No, it doesn't. What did I do here? I swear to God, I am 24 and I don't know what the fuck. I'm making some decaf. Later, I'm gonna go to the store, but until then, I wanna make some progress on Death and show it to you guys. Would you rather die in the middle of a book and have some bastard finish it for you, or leave behind a work in progress that not a single bastard in the whole world was remotely interested in finishing? That's so good. So I think I found... Is my lens even clean? I think I found the perfect quote to read to you guys because I think it contains everything that this book is about. Would you rather fear death or not fear it? That sounds an easy one. But how about this? What if you never gave death a thought? Lived your life as if there were no tomorrow. There isn't, by the way. Took your pleasure, did your work, loved your family, and then, as you were finally obliged to admit your own mortality, discovered that this new awareness of the full stop at the end of the sentence meant that the whole preceding story now made no sense at all. That if you'd fully realized to begin with that you were going to die, and what that meant, he would have lived according to quite different principles. And I think he's just gonna go on talking about that, elaborating on that idea. Honestly, I was thinking of not reading this, and then I thought, "Ugh, wait, I said I was gonna read it. I told the people I was gonna read it. Come on, don't disappoint now, Gabby. You know, just read the damn book." And I told myself, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna read it. I'm just gonna read it. I don't regret it. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. And let's read about death. I'm getting dressed. I have to go to the store and grab. There's something in my pants. I want to grab my boyfriend the type of coffee that he loves. Well, he never said he loves it. He likes it. It's above average. I also need coconut sugar for the pumpkin pie. I already made the batter. It's in the fridge. It's not as tart as I would have liked it. Look how this cool looks. What the fuck did I just say? Hey guys, it's very early in the morning. I woke up at 5 for reasons I can't fully comprehend myself. Because the first thing I did was go on YouTube. I have an addiction. Okay, I'm not gonna hide from it. But I did choose the next read. I'm not gonna tell you because I might change my mind. You're gonna find out in the next reading vlog. I finished Death by Julian Barnes. I loved it. Okay, I gave it 3 stars. You know, it's fine. It doesn't matter. It brought me value. Still, what I didn't like about the book were just some personal experiences that he had that had nothing to do with the subject. So I felt like I was wasting my time. But the rest, the rest of the book, which is a lot, I really, really enjoyed. I realized this is the second book that I've ever read about death. The moment I realized it was on page 44. If death ceased to be talked about when it first really began to be feared, and then more so when we started to live longer, it has also gone off the agenda because it has ceased to be there with us in the house. And this quote reminded me of this one book. It's called Dying and Creating by Rosemary Gordon. I guess it's more of a professional book for psychotherapists and psychoanalysts and whatnot. Okay guys, my camera died, so we're gonna have to talk fast. I'm filming on my phone and I barely have any space left. So these books from this collection are, for me, a wonder. Great book. 100-something pages. I read it so fast. I think it's very well researched. Your favorite writer's opinion on death might be here.